All right, for more on this Elks loss, this Argos win, here is the one and only, the CFL legend, Matt Dunigan. What's going on, this Edmonton Elks team? They keep it close in the first half. Second half, it's a different story. Are they this bad at home? They are?
I think Glenn suited best. It's pretty ugly there.
Yeah.
And right now, it got uglier today in tonight's loss. I thought that Taylor Cornelius had his best half of football, and he was pulled early in the third quarter. He's 14 of 18 for 130 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. And I thought he was seeing things pretty good against a tough defense in Toronto. Kyle Oxley goes in, and he's pulled immediately after an RPO went sideways, and he doesn't see the field again. And he's pouting on the sidelines, and Jared Daigle gets in, and he looked like he belonged.
Yeah.
He started processing things. Now, granted, those are yabs. A lot of those were yards after beatdown, and that's huge, and you have to take that into consideration. But what I saw was he was processing the field much quicker than the other two quarterbacks had a chance and were doing all season. So I think Jared, is going to get an opportunity, but make no mistake about it, Chris Jones, Stephen McAdoo, and Jarius Jackson on the offensive side of the football for the Edmonton Elks, they've got a mess to deal with right now. I thought other aspects of the football team lacked in a big way. Toronto rushed for 200 yards on them.
Yep.
They had a punt blocked, so it's just not the quarterback. A lot of things wrong in Edmonton, a lot of things right in Toronto.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking real good in Toronto. But let's stay with that for just a second. You mentioned
we got to do it.
Come on. It's our job. We're getting paid to do it. Taylor Cornelius, he was their guy. They signed him to the extension.
Yeah,
Daigle comes in.
I like the kid.
Who do you go with next week against Ottawa if you're the coach, if you're Chris Jones?
Well, the way I saw, I'm thinking Daigie's going to get a lot of the first team reps, and I think you're going to see Daigie and Tyree Adams, and two young quarterbacks trying to figure it out, much like we saw tonight, and Chad Kelly and Taylor Cornelius. I was enjoying that first half, but and then Taylor's pulled and all hell breaks loose, and it was pretty ugly, the sidelines for the Edmonton Elks. And then you see Trey Ford over there. He's got a smile on his face, and he's dancing on the sidelines. And it's like, ooh, that's not what I want to be projecting when I've got three of my teammates that are out there struggling, and I'm not in uniform. And it's a mess right now in Edmonton.
Okay, I gotta put that out of.
Thank you.
Put you out of your misery.
Thank you.
I want to talk about this Argos team. Jay Onrait alone.
Yeah.
You said, this team is running the ball. It's incredible.
AJ is seamlessly transitioned to the starting tailback for the football team.
Yes.
And he's taken over for a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who comes in as a backup and just pounds it down your throat, too. It's just a beautiful thing to watch, the way that Ryan Dinwiddie is calling games and utilizing these two running backs. AJ had 3 touchdowns. He's the 10th Argonaut in history of that franchise to score 3. Do you know who the leader is?
Pinball?
Not pinball. Robert Drummond. Robert Drummond, 4 touchdowns in a game. Yeah, he was a beast. So they got a couple beasts in the backfield right now. And Chad Kelly continues to develop as a young quarterback. Their defense, I thought, in the secondary was outstanding once again tonight, feasting on the young quarterbacks, and they're opportunistic. Just a magnificent effort on the road, taking care of business as they should.
As a CFL quarterback yourself, what's the ceiling for Chad Kelly as you see it right now, as you watch him right now?
Well, it's impressive because he's not trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And he's making plays when he's asked to. He's making throws when he has to. And if he can just continue to make good decision-making, this ceiling is really high for this kid.
Yeah.
Now, and credit to where credit is due, Jim Barker a couple of years ago said, Matty, Chad Kelly's the real deal. And so far, 2 games in, he's playing really well, and Jim is bang on.
Jim's always bang on.
I don't know about that. It's like he's good. He's right about Chad Kelly.
He is. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate this.
Thank you.